And we're back. So this is part 3. If you haven't seen part 2 and part 1, you should probably go check those out first. But yeah, moving forward, we've been collecting some coins. If you remember, at the end of number 2, we were grabbing a bunch of different coins from just running the same boss over and over to try and afford some more upgrades after getting wrecked at that really high level boss. So yeah, we're gonna take it off from there. I'm gonna collect some more coins, keep powering it up. I think I want to try and get this bow to +4, so I'm gonna start with that. Bless. Do you think we should go for 5? Let's think about this for a bit. Let's give this a whirl. Think it's worth the risk? I'm gonna go for it. Ouch! This is why we thought about it. I knew this is a high risk. Let's give it another chance. Well, that'll be that. that was holy shit. This costs a lot of stuff. But yeah. Let's go get more materials from the blacksmith, I suppose. I think that's the wrong one. I mean, we could add a skill to this, but I still don't know if I want to. It's pretty nice, but I kind of want to upgrade this again. This adds about 1300-ish, 1320-ish. How much is this? So this is a little over 2,000. So this is definitely worth the risk, but like this is also a higher chance with a lower cost. I think this makes more sense. Actually, you know what? It makes more sense to invest in a legendary because I could get a legendary book to replace this. Excellent. That is huge. I'm really glad that worked. Wow, the next one's enormous. That's amazing. I love this, dude. Let's try something here. Alright, let's go get some more material. Let's see, what's actually worth keeping here? I love this game. It's so clear cut. It has an excellent cycle. It's beautiful. Well, that's that. I really don't like that you can downgrade stuff. I feel like that mechanic is not as good, but I mean, it's not the worst. I've seen worse where, like, while upgrading, the game deletes your actual item instead of just reducing performance or just failing to upgrade and not reducing it and just keeping it the same. I think that's a better choice. If I were in charge of the system design here, I would absolutely make it so that when it's failed, it doesn't get worse, it just stays the same. So that way you can just keep trying till it succeeds. Instead of just sometimes like maybe you get unlucky and you could take like a +6 down to a +3. You're just like, what did I just spend all my money on? Losing? That's not a good feeling. I think that they should definitely change the system so that it's more like only up with no down. And I know they kind of do that. I think at like level 2 it can't drop to 1, but I think they need to raise that bar. I think it should be like maybe you could fail from a +9 to a +6 maybe, or like from a +9 to a +7. But I think like the threshold should be higher where like if you're above +5 or +6, like it can't drop below that. Just because like if I'm burning real coins and materials, which I'm guessing all of these are gonna have some sort of real world value, so I'm making a real dollar investment. I don't want to feel like I'm just dumping money to make myself weaker. I want to be able to say at least I'm taking a risk with my money to always make it better or maintain my current level. But yeah, I can see how this can also like be a good money sink though. The way they have it, if everybody's losing a lot of coins, it's just gonna make the value of the coin higher, which isn't even that bad if you're also earning a lot of coins fast, because the people who are earning a lot of coins fast and dumping on the market are going to lower the price. But then if you're losing a lot of coins inside of the game here, like this money sink, um, it's gonna reduce that inflation by a lot, because this is like there's a lot of potential for you to burn coins here essentially. So like this isn't necessarily broken, this might be a balanced system, but emotionally the experience for the end user like myself, I feel like it doesn't feel good to pay money and get weaker. That's probably something I would consider changing. But again, like as it is right now, I can see why they would do it for the tokenomics. Like it makes sense to have ways for the coins to essentially avoid it inflating by having money sinks like this for the coins to burn into. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I relayed my point clear enough, but yeah, I feel like all that stuff that I just got from this guy and disenchanted, if you will, disassembled, uh, the materials from it just took me back to where I started, kind of thing. I don't know if this is crazy, but I feel like I need 30 of these. Apparently even 30 wasn't enough. I thought I was buying too many, but it's not even cutting it. So how are we gonna do this? I'm gonna have to buy a significant amount more, I suppose. What is this 313? Is that food? What does this mean to me? Cost 313? What is that about? Oh, is that the level up? The level up is 313, so if I click level up, 313 disappears. Okay, I get it now. Maybe making this also into a button, that might be cool. Just click here and then it does it, but I mean, that's redundant. This is just totally awesome. I thought that would work as a button when I first read it. Probably work on leveling up these guys. Kind of want to level all of them up a bit, but like I feel like keeping the tank as max level as possible really helps a lot. What else can we do here? I think we should just go grind some more coins. But we did get some new loot. I don't know if I should be using a mage. Is that a mistake? I have no mages right now. I don't know if that's a mistake. I think they're called wizards, but like, you know, it's the mage class. Gonna go get coins. I'm pretty sure that's basically the next step at this point. I haven't bought any of these minus 10 energy ones. Like the other ones are 3, right? Like when you look here, I've been doing these ones, they're always minus 3. I think all of them are. This minus 3? Yeah, they're all 3. Yeah, so I haven't really like, I don't know if you can kind of say it's bought, but like I haven't paid with hearts to try these bosses yet. But yeah, I want to give this a try. Okay, so here you cannot actually auto attack. I think I'm overhealing a little bit. I should slow down my pace on the priests. I love the simplicity of the game. Oh shit, I clicked the heal a little too early. Oh wait, no. Oh, he enraged. Okay. Okay, so that guy has an enraged timer that we could not hit in time. And I know why. We were overhealing and we were under DPSing. So I think if we replace a priest, we can actually beat this guy. Let's try this guy before we go replace the priest. I don't think we're gonna make this in time. 2 of them already died. Yeah, there's no way in hell. Alright, what happens if I click town? Do I just teleport? I guess it doesn't work yet. Well, this is embarrassing. Like, these 2 guys died immediately, and then it just became hopeless. But I'm pretty sure we're way too level for this guy. This guy's even harder than the last guy, and the last guy was already like impossible. So, I think what we have to do here is actually like increase our DPS so we can race against the clock better. I love the auto walking to the shop. I think it's so convenient. Like, it gives you the choice to walk there yourself or automate it, and I really like that. Because, like, some things are really annoying sometimes. Like, if you're playing on a phone or a tablet, sometimes that walking is, like, too difficult. I think grinding this boss probably pays the most. But just for the sake of testing, where's number 7 here? Am I tripping? It's 8. There it is. I'm gonna try this boss. I know the other one pays 1,500 soul coins. I don't know why they're called soul coins here. They should be SolChicks coins. But they're called soul coins in the game for some reason. And then 500 shards, or like 490 shards. So here I can actually use the double speed and the auto attack, which is usually good enough. I really like that I brought the 3 DPS out instead of the double healer. Even though double healer was really convenient when we were weaker, I think now we're strong enough for this. I love getting food. But yeah, this one gives you 461 shards. The other one I think gave around like 480 or 490. So if we go to map, we go to the higher boss. I think he's the best thing to farm. So essentially, like if you're really struggling and you just want to earn fast, go to like the highest boss you can fight, which is like this pig for me right now. Wait, that blue chest is huge. I think that's it for our current upgrades. Now we gotta go plus all this. Purple gloves, hold on. I didn't even notice we got those. I wonder if the +3 armors give you extra resources for being +3. I hope they do. I think that would be a good idea. Alright, so let's see how far we can go with some of these armors here. Jeez, we need coins like crazy. Oh man, we burn coins like they're free, but honestly, I can see how that can happen. Like it's so easy. Uh, Everything needs it. It's like constantly just up and down. But I love how you can also earn a lot fast too. Like I feel like you earn thousands and you burn thousands, um, which keeps the loop cycle going. Like I love it. Ooh, purple staff. We never got one of those yet. Oh, we gotta put on the purple gloves we have too. I forgot that one. Yeah, purple ring, that should be an upgrade. Alright, that's all getting disassembled. This is all garbage. I wonder if, like, you could sell resources. So, like, if I get too many disassembled pieces, can I convert them into coins? Because if you could, that's huge. Because that even reaches deeper depths to swap out whatever you don't need for what you actually need. So that way I don't get stuck as much. Alright, we just need to go earn more, so let's finish putting on our new gear and then we'll go earn. Alright, I think that's the best we can do for now. I wonder if you can increase having hearts. That's probably going to be done by owning more SolChicks, I assume. So, like, if you have more NFTs, you probably get more hearts or something like that. Or they might force you to do it over separate accounts. So you have to keep, like, 5 chicks on each account or something with separate wallets, maybe. I hope not. I hope that it's always possible to just add more SolChicks NFTs to the same account to add more energy, if that's even the system, right? Like, I'm guessing that's what it is. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if you guys are seeing this, but it seems to be frozen. I don't know if that's because I have a lot of stuff running, because I still hear sound effects, so I'm not really sure what's happening. I just crashed a game? I hope not. I don't know if it's gonna work. Guess we can retry this. Maybe we'll try this. I don't know what happened. Who broke the game? I think. I don't know. I have a bunch of stuff running though, like the stream and stuff, so like that could be interfering with it, but I'm not sure what just happened. Suppose we should just do a couple upgrades and continue what we're doing. Interesting. I feel like the faster you upgrade, the more likely you are to fail. Might be just a coincidence, but kind of feels like that. Bro, I'm addicted to this game. I can't believe the closed beta is gonna end soon. Like, how can they do this to us? This should be, this should be available for as long as they can learn from it. But I hope they just like release another version soon. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do now. What am I gonna do tomorrow when this game's not available? Maybe they should make an option where you can burn like a lot more hearts to increase the amount of rewards, because that would just save people time. I don't know if that's good or bad, but like essentially, instead of me killing this guy 10 times, which takes like 10 times the amount of time, since I know I'm pretty much guaranteed gonna beat him every time, I spend like, 10 times more hearts or maybe like 9 times more hearts, but I get like 10 times the value. And maybe that'll save you a little bit of hearts if you want to do a lot of hearts at the same time. And it saves you tons of time, so I don't have to like watch this guy die over and over 10 times just to get 10 times the pay. Um, yeah, I think that would be a really cool idea. Just take the redundancy out of the way, but at the same time, like if I burn through all the story content, if you will, and I'm on the final boss, and all I do is just farm the final boss for coins, um, at that point, that would be bad if we could rush all the way to the final boss and then all we do is just see the final boss. Which is kind of a situation in Diablo 2, hilariously. Everybody just kills Baal all day. And it used to be Diablo in the original. So, like, yeah. Like, I don't wanna force everybody to only see the final boss. I guess, like, if they keep it at this rate, it's fine. But who knows, maybe somebody would prefer to reach the final boss faster, and just only see that. There's nothing wrong with that, like as I said, it happens in other games, but, I do like the experience of seeing more stuff, and even if I have to see, like, each boss over and over like this for a bunch of times every time I get stuck, at least it's a different one every time. I'm not gonna go to, you know, like a chapter 2 boss over and over, and then when I reach chapter 3's end, if you will, and like get stuck at like one of the last bosses, I'm not gonna come back to chapter 2. I'm gonna find somebody in chapter 3 to farm. So like as it stands, like I like how it is. They don't really need to change it, but maybe add the option if people do want to kind of rush through. There's nothing wrong with that. It's very reminiscent of when you had to farm like Countess in Diablo 2, or you know, Findle Skin or something. Like you just you just keep rushing this one boss over and over for mad loot. I'm actually really excited to see some of the extra pieces that I got on the side too. Like this time I got a carrot, but sometimes it's like a blue or a purple. I suppose even a legendary should be possible. I don't see why not. I'm so stoked I got that legendary bow. I can't believe we got it to +5. I can't wait to get it to like +9. I wonder if that's the max. think when it's necessary to farm like this, like a lot of coins over and over the same boss, it's probably better to not waste your money on food. I think food is more important when you're trying to get an extra edge against really difficult mobs, like higher level and stuff. And I suppose eventually even the highest level boss will probably not even require you to be at max performance. So if you stop burning money on food, once you reach like peak performance, like that's probably a huge plus. So it's really good to invest in your gear to avoid burning your money on food all day for that extra edge, because it's a very expensive temporary buff versus a more permanent upgrade on your gear. Or even on your levels, I suppose. Because levels cost a lot of money too, not just the XP points. I wonder how it decides if you get loot or not. Maybe if you repeat the same boss over and over, it reduces the chance of getting loot. Uh, just to avoid people just spamming one boss all day, maybe? I'm not sure. But I feel like when I'm doing a different boss every time, I get a piece of loot or like a carrot or something, like a piece of food at least. It'll just be coincidence though. Like I don't know if there's any hidden mechanic to avoid you spamming the boss. Like I'm trying to understand this system without knowing what the actual programming code is set up for. Here we got 2 items. Like I don't know how it decided that. I think it's just all RNG. I think it's super random luck, which would make complete sense. When you look at the loot boxes that you buy that increase your chance all the way up to 100% of chance to get at least one or more mythical items, I believe that system could be applied in a hidden way for tracking if you repeat the same boss all day or not. And like that could be used for both reducing loot or increasing loot. It could be like, oh, you really need something from this boss. Let's make sure you get one of each item that he can drop. If the different bosses have like unique loot tables. But it could also just be that all bosses just have a random loot table that they all could just drop anything. And all you can really do is just get like the passive enchants and get like nice SolChicks NFTs that increase your chance of getting loot. Like I'm pretty sure if you have really high quality SolChicks like mythical or legendary or even just rare, you have a way higher chance of getting like blues and purples and so on, like rares and mythical items and so on. They definitely should make an option to automatically turn on uh, auto combat and double speed, and I think they should even have triple speed. Um, but like, I don't like how every time I have to hit it manually for both of them. I think if I want to always have it on, that's my choice, and if that causes me to make a mistake by entering a game where I shouldn't have it, that's my fault kind of thing. So I gotta be responsible for it. But I think there should be an option where it can be double speed, triple speed, and autoplay or not, but have it toggled so that you can just switch it and it stays on that for every game until you switch it back, essentially. I find it strange that the boss always drops that blue dagger. So I think each boss does have a unique loot table because I've seen him drop that blue dagger many, many, many times. But it could also just be my combination of ability to get rares and stuff from my uh, passive spell bindings on the weapons combined with which boss this is equals you get that blue dagger. And then if those things change, maybe the outcome would change. But I don't know if it is in fact kind of like World of Warcraft, where each monster has its own unique loot table, and you can only get, specific ones from each boss or typical trash mob. Like here we got it again. So I'm definitely seeing a pattern here. Not a bad thing though, because if a blue has better disassemble loot, which I'm guessing it does, maybe it has the same as a common, I have no idea. Maybe a legendary +9 and a common +0 has the exact same resources gained from disassembly. But I'm hoping not. I'm hoping anything that's plus or anything that's higher quality gets more resources, like those blue and red like rocks or whatever gems. I don't know what they are. Forgot what they are. It's like resources. I think they're called resources. But essentially, yeah, like those are totally amazing, and you need a lot of them. So if you can get more for the higher quality stuff, I think that would make more sense. Alright, let's go do some upgrades, see if we can beat the other boss or not yet. Man, it's funny how quickly blues became basically garbage. Like, I don't even think I should be keeping them anymore. They're turning into trash essentially. But let's make sure we put all the gear we can possibly fit on everyone. Like this guy has a green chest, so yeah, replace this. Okay, so I really like this. The lowest HP increasing heroes Hubbard, the rare chest, is actually down here. And then the highest is at the top left. I love that because that shows you, hey, you should be using the top left one. And I don't have to sit there and kind of like filter through each one as I was doing to realize this system. I definitely need to add more music. Like this music was super dope for the first like few hours, but now I'm feeling like they gotta add more tracks. um, yeah, like I'm sure you've probably noticed it too. Like it's nice, but it gets a little repetitive after a while, and you're like, okay, I need a little more mix with the music. But I'm sure they're gonna add. Like this is again, this is closed beta. I'm glad they even have music. Some betas have nothing. They're just like, all right, well, I'm gonna have to play my own music. All right, so it does not seem like I can sell. I was wondering if I like click on these red rocks or gems or whatever they are, resources. Um, I was hoping I could click on it and sell it, right? And let's say here they cost 500. Maybe I can sell it for whatever 400 or 300. Maybe I don't get the full price, but that's okay. Um, this armadillo here, I suppose, is gonna make some money. All right, so we need like 130 points of food. So that'll be like 13 of these to be exact. Pretty sure that's gonna exactly feed everybody. Beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. Everybody's well fed. Alright, because we're gonna try and make some progression again. I'm gonna go see if I can beat that really difficult boss. Probably can't. This might be a waste of a lot of money on food. Um, but we're gonna try. I think I'm just gonna disenchant all the blues. I think. think they're useless. Like maybe just the really rare ones. I'm gonna keep this. Okay, this is so hard to find one of these. But I'm gonna have a purple version, and I'm not even using that, so like it's pointless. This all literally feels like it's kind of garbage. Like maybe keep like one of these swords as a backup. Um, you know, I'm guessing the number system applies here too. I hope it does. Um, where like the top left one has the highest performance. So that way, if I keep like let's say these two, then they're the best of their version. Um, Hopefully, I'm gonna do that just in case. I mean, I don't see why I would ever need this. I think I have purples. I could see myself needing a second tank, so maybe this could be, you know, in need someday if I really desperately need two tanks. But again, I feel like that's overkill. I'm gonna keep it just in case. It's not too much. I think we're basically done here. Like, I don't know. Can you get coins out of these boxes? Can you get like SolChicks coins out of these, or do you have to always go kill stuff to earn it? I think you don't get any coins here. This is all loot. Hmm. Do we need blue gloves? We might. Purple bow, that could be good, but I think we have an extra already. Ooh, legendary bow. Alright. Okay, that's a nice one there. We're probably gonna have to replace somebody's trash weapon with that. Purple gloves have to be an upgrade. Hmm. Let's see what we get here. Maybe a purple sword? I don't know. What could be really good? I think another purple gloves would be nice. Hey, purple sword. It's not bad. That was my second choice. Alright. So we definitely need the purple gloves, but we should actually check each stat. So like this one gives dodge, which is amazing. This gives chance to hit. I don't think that's the correct glove for a tank. Magical defense? That might actually be good for a tank. What's more important, dodge or magical defense? I think magical defense is better on like casters and stuff because they might be getting hit by magic, and then the tank needs to dodge. So I still think it's already okay as it is. Chance to hit, dodge. So this is 10 dodge, this is 12 dodge. So we should have this dodge on this guy. So now this guy has higher dodge. Alright. That makes a lot more sense. Chance to hit on the guy with the legendary instead of dodge. Yeah, like we had a couple potato organizations like this. Critical damage, that's fine. Maybe they'll give you the highest crit. Yeah, this is the highest crit. Nice, we already had it on. Sweet. This is 7754. 76. Okay, this is way higher. So we're gonna replace this dude with this. 12,500. Holy shit, that's an upgrade. I'm gonna put the critical chance rings on the archers because they have legendary bows. And then I'm gonna put the critical damage increase on the rogues because I think the rogues have 2 weapons, or the outlaws have 2 weapons, so they get more chances to crit. So they need a fatter crit. So I'm gonna put the fatter crit on the outlaws and the higher critical chance on the bow and arrow. I wonder if there's like a tanking ring. They're all damage and crit chance. Oh, attack speed. That might be good for something. Okay, so there is attack speed. I haven't seen that yet, but we don't have any high level rings of those. Okay, I think we're good like this. Let's go upgrade the bow. I don't know if we're even gonna have enough. I think we don't even have enough. I wasted a lot of money on food. I really want to make this bow plus. Can we afford this? No, it needs 1,000. It's gonna be like, sorry, not enough soul coin. Shouldn't it say SolChicks coin? It might change to Cathion coin, maybe. Oh, I guess it's just time to go earn. Let's just go earn some more. Hopefully, without the plus, it'll still be enough to beat this boss. Because this is where we're stuck right now. We're trying to beat this guy. Hopefully we can defeat him now. Oh no, I didn't even bind a spell to the bow. Whoops. I mean, I don't even know if we have the money to do it anyway. It might cost money, but uh this bow is still an upgrade. It's just, yeah, it's definitely not casting anything special here. Who knows though? Maybe we'll be able to beat this guy. He's done about 25% and he's about 25% in rage. So I think all the levels and all the gear we added might just barely beat him before he kills us all. No way, bro. I still can't believe we just did it. This took a lot of work. Wow, we made progress. I'm really proud of myself. That was actually really difficult. Like, we definitely overkilled him. Like, this is how close we were to enrage, right? So if the rest of this little gap here filled up with the orange circle, we would have basically failed. Like, that's the threshold that we had to meet just to kill this guy. I am Buffalo. All right, let's go. Big progress. I think before I continue adding the pluses on the bow might be worth doing now. I think I could do like 2 pluses. So let's just go do that really quick and then we're going to continue. I'm going to try not to get sidetracked. I'm so addicted to continuing to upgrade because it's so powerful, but I want to make as much progress as possible in the game. I want to see all the content before it's over. I don't know how many hours we have left, but I really hope we get to see as much as possible, um, which is basically like finishing whatever the entire adventure is. And I think we're already on chapter 3 out of 3. So yeah, like I think like this is by the end, I'm guessing. And then I gotta like beat the other bosses here, like 4 bosses. These guys are really hard. These guys are no joke. In fact, those guys are so hard. You know what? Let's continue here. I kind of like going through this. I want to finish this whole set, the whole chapter. was tough. And they're quite feisty and snarky. they're always they're always at each other's throats. Did I do the +2 on the bow and forget to do the skill? Whoops. We gotta go out of skill on that new bow that we made. This guy's tough. Bro, this Gamjor guy is no joke. I don't think we can kill this dude, guys. This guy's wrecking us, bro. He's already half enraged and we're only a quarter at killing him. I don't know if we're gonna make it. We might just barely, but I think for getting the spell on the bow was enormous because the spells dish out insane damage, and I can't believe I missed that. It's such an important step. I think we're gonna make it, or if we do, it's gonna be like just barely. I'm pretty sure we're screwed. I'm pretty sure everybody's about to die right now. Oh shit, yo, the knight is a boss. He's taking multiple hits. Oh shit, and he got full healed. Yeah. We're still screwed, but man, that was a hell of a fight. Ouch. We definitely gotta go step up our game. I think that's good. I have no idea if Ice Arrow is good. I don't know if Fire Arrow is good, but they seem fine. Let's do the passive. Hey, that's really nice. I think, right? If I understand Vitality and Spirit, I mean, like, you're gonna regen faster so you can do, more damage and heal quicker. I think, if I understand. I have no idea. You know, like on this one, we have increased the amount of shards obtained. I like that a lot. That is actually super dope. Um, yeah. Let's see if we have like some better stuff we could do here. Rare equipment 60%. I really like that. Uh, common equipment, like we gotta change this. This is garbage. Oh, we need 3 skill books that are purple. Alright. We are actually 6 shards too short. Oh my lord. Oh, we're just gonna get some here now? I think. Why is it telling me to click that? Oh, I don't think it was. Well, we blew a lot of shards gambling on loot. Anyway, we got the important skill added to the bow. That's what really matters. The other stuff is just gravy. I don't know if eating food is gonna be enough. Like, how bad is your hunger? It's probably fucked. No, you guys are alright. You're just like a little hungry. I mean, 30% increased basic stats might be enough to beat that guy. It might be. So let's just try. You know, burning money on food isn't always good, but it could be good. So 10 is like full food for one guy. I don't know how much we needed, but I'm just gonna buy as much as I can. I think it's okay to actually leave the priest low on food because he should never be getting hit in the first place. And like all he does is just spam heal. Alright, let's go see if we can beat that guy. It's pretty hard, but I think we can get him this time. I'm feeling a lot more confident. I feel so much better that we got this fire arrow skill added. Like, it's gonna dish out way more damage. There it is. There's the debuff. He's literally burning and freezing from the 2 different bows. Yeah, I think we're gonna just barely kill him. He's actually probably gonna kill the outlaw. He might even kill somebody else. And then the knight is gonna continue tanking, and then we're just gonna barely kill him. Unless we're really lucky here, we get some crits. If we get a lot of crits, we might kill him right before he enrages. It's kind of the reason why I put the crit chance rings instead of the crit damage rings on the bows. Look at that, he actually enraged. Look, he's dishing out insane damage on the knight. We just barely got this guy. Yo, so close. Oh my lord, look how hard it is to kill him too. He's taking like no damage now that he's enraged. Oh my lord. Bro, it's like actually, yo, even with all this power, he still killed us. Look, I think when he enrages, he also becomes like immune. He takes like 99% less damage and he does 99% more damage. Like some crazy thing like that. like when he hits that enrage, he didn't even take any more damage. Like he took like 100 damage when he was taking like tens of thousands. So it's definitely decreasing by like 90%, it feels like. Wow, I can't believe we just barely failed that. I was so close. Okay, so I think the answer here is to just kill a couple other bosses to farm up some money. So I guess kind of like this last boss where we were getting wrecked for a while, he's actually gonna be our new farm boss. I really like how the story doesn't repeat when I repeat a level. That's actually huge, because like some games do that, and you're like, yo, I don't need the story 10 times. It's funny how we used to really get wrecked by this guy. It really was impossible earlier. Oh my lord, this guy's enraged. Are we gonna fail? Oh man, you know what happened? It's because the guys are not well fed anymore. So the well fed buff was so strong that it allowed me to kill this near impossible boss in the past. But trying to farm him now is actually not possible because we're not well fed anymore. So I actually have to go back to this pig right here, the one I've been farming for a while. Apparently this is just the best we can do right now. Until we get like, I don't know, maybe like more pluses on the legendary bows. I think that could be enormous. Because our biggest problem right now is we're not hitting hard enough. We're not doing enough damage. It's not survivability. Like everything is fine. Like we survive until the guy enrages. We could consider replacing the priest. I don't know how necessary it is to spam heals. Because like, look at this. The tank is taking no damage right now. And it feels like the tank takes no damage until there's an enrage. So the priest might actually be something we can remove, and that instantly adds like just tons of damage. So let's just go try that. I don't know if that'll work, but like it's worth a shot. So this is the secret. We just didn't need a healer. Let's see. Holy shit, that's a lot of damage. And they're still full health. I like that. Guys, I think we solved the puzzle. The Outlaw's kind of getting messed up a little bit. I don't know why he's tanking, but that's okay. The Knight should be tanking, but that's fine. I mean, I don't know how aggro is decided. I don't know if I can even, like, micro them to move away the Outlaw to the back behind the boss. Like, avoid being in front of him, getting punched in the face, but who knows? All I know is this is looking really doable. Like, I feel like this is way more damage than having a healer, and even if we had a healer, I don't know if it would save us from the enrage. Though, I still don't know if we're going to make it, because remember, these guys are not well fed, so they don't have a huge buff that we had last time when we tested this. But at least right now, since they're not well fed, I don't think we're really risking too much. It's definitely close, but it looks like we're going to fail. So I think the well-fed would have made it work. Yeah, like, the well-fed makes a big difference. Yeah, look how impossible it is to hurt him at this point. We've done, like, maybe 200 damage since he enraged. Yeah, we can only squeeze in, like, maybe 200 or 300 damage after enrage. So, like, I think if the chicks were well-fed, I think we could have killed him there. So having no healer is actually really cool. Let's see if no healer works against this boss. Before we go back to the pig, because we've already farmed him way too many times. So it feels like the no healer strategy actually is amazing. Like, the healer was really nice when we were really weak and we couldn't really tank hits like this. But, like, as you can see, like, several of them have tanked hits and they're all fine now. Like, the boss is gonna die. I think he's almost gonna enrage. He might enrage. We might still fail, but it's super close. Oh, I think we're just barely gonna get him. Apparently I was wrong. So, I guess it's back to the pig. It's amazing how close it gets, though. Well, at least farming this guy just got really quick. Like, these guys are not even well fed, and that was blistering fast. That's beautiful how fast it is. That's seriously fast. Like, that's way faster than it was before. Apparently, at a certain point, you don't really need a healer anymore. Maybe we never needed a healer, but I definitely felt like the healer was clutch when we were leveling up. Like, there were several times where I'm like, oh, just barely survived with a heal. So I think for like a window of time, having a healer is necessary. And who knows, maybe at like super high level, you're gonna have to have like 2 healers, not even just one. Just to survive like crazy AoE damage or something. But I don't know how you'll also be able to do a lot of damage if you have 2 healers. Like, it takes a lot of damage away from you. That's a lot of loot. I wonder how much money we should save up to get powerful enough. I feel like at least like 20 or 30,000 SolChicks coins are probably gonna be necessary because we don't need that many shards actually. Shards are more for like getting more crap to disassemble or like getting more legendaries to like replace old gear. But um, the SolChicks coin is super necessary for everything. Like you need that stuff constantly. I wonder if you can get a legendary from killing this boss. Like, I wonder if, like, over enough times, he can actually, like, drop a legendary. It seems like he's always dropping rares. Whoa, carrot and 3 rares? That's a lot of loot. I think in like 1 or 2 runs we'll hit probably around 20k coins here, and then I'm gonna go do those upgrades. Wow, we got 2 pieces of food and 2 rares. That's even better than 3 rares. Food is always necessary. Blues are garbage. If you have enough blues, they turn into trash. I wonder if you get more loot for killing faster. That might actually be a thing. Because I feel like ever since we switched from the priest to the 5, like DPS, if you will, like tank and 4 DPS, I feel like that's, yeah, like look at this. We get way more loot. I don't know. I don't know if it killing. I don't know if killing faster has anything to do with it, but like that's my assumption. It definitely feels like we got more loot than before. I don't know. Like sometimes it did give us like literally no loot, just the coins, which is fine. But like the amount of times that we got loot and more loot than, um, just 1 or 2 pieces, like having actually 3 or 4 pieces of loot. I felt like that happened more often after we switched out the priest, which could also just have to do with like passives, like increased chance of getting loot. It could just be the priest weapon, um, doesn't have increased loot, but then like the dagger that I put on the priest has increased loot. Like it could literally be that simple. Might have nothing to do with how fast you kill the boss, which is possible too, because that's a lot of code that they probably didn't even bother with. Like, oh, if you kill faster, you get more loot. Like, it's possible, but it's unlikely. I feel like it's like when you kill the boss, it's just RNG, and then the RNG takes into account all the passives that you have on your loot, and then those passives increase, like, you know, more greens, more blues, and whatever. I think that's actually what's happening. Like, what the fuck was that? We got it to +4 and then back to +2, and now I'm broke. Are you serious? Like, what even is that? That is the worst system. Honestly, like, I get it. It's gonna help, like, burn more of these materials and coins just to, you know, keep the inflation down. But, jeez. It feels stupid when you invest so much and get nowhere. Got a lot of loot at least, so we're gonna have a lot more material to work with. I think I'm also gonna disenchant like one of these. I feel like these are a little excessive. Like I'll keep one and one. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna keep this for now, just until I understand the difference between this icon and this icon. I don't know if they're different in performance. They might just be a variation in looks, but I want to see the performance difference before I disenchant or disassemble. I'm so used to saying disenchant from other games. Yo, that's a lot. I'm pretty sure the higher quality gives you more resources. Cause like, watch, if I click like common, I'm pretty sure there's like 40 commons, I guess. Yeah. So disassemble. Yeah, look how much lower that is in numbers. I think the other one was like 70 or something. So I'm pretty sure, like all the commons give you way less resources for disassembly, which would make sense realistically. I have no rares, apparently. Oh, I think we got them all already. All right. So I just disassemble. This is all that's left. Yeah, like look how much higher this is, even just with uncommons. So yeah, the commons have like terrible ratio, but yeah, I'm pretty sure the higher qualities give you more. I don't know if the higher plus gives you more, but higher quality, I'm pretty sure from what I just saw, gives you more resources. Unless it's just super luck and coincidence at the same time, which that's, you know, very low chance. Like literally, look how stupid this is. I just wrecked myself trying to upgrade. And this is costing me a lot, guys. Like if this was in real dollars, I've just spent tons of coins on just failing. Like look how pathetic this is. We're almost broke. Unbelievable. We just spent so much and we barely got nowhere. Like this is hilarious. Like this was a +5 bow, now it's a +4. I can't believe they would have it get downgraded so often. I think the failure should just not downgrade. I think it should just stay the same. Which is fine, because that would still burn a lot of coins. I feel like this would just annoy people if they downgrade after paying money. Like, that would be super annoying. Let's go disassemble more, I suppose. Wow, that's incredible. Purple chest piece. We've never got one of those before. That's definitely the first one. Okay, so this is 1366. How much is the new one? Okay, so this is actually, because this plus 7, this is actually still better. But if we can get this plussed up, this will probably be incredible. So see how far we can get this. I'm gonna equip it on this guy, because I'm pretty sure we're gonna plus it and it's gonna be just holy moly good. Unless we don't have enough resources. That's true, we actually don't have a lot of resources, but even 1 plus might be enough to make it better, just because it's mythical. So who should wear the second best? I feel like this guy probably gets punched in the face. I think we'll put it on him. He's up there with his daggers, just getting wrecked. This guy too, I suppose. Do we have a better one for this? I don't think so. Yeah, this is the best we got for you, buddy. This is 786. Yeah, yours way better. Alright, let's go and see if we can even afford to upgrade anything. Okay, let's go equip stuff before we disassemble, just to make sure we're not wearing stuff that's worse than what we have. Okay, yeah, so we have some green gloves here that are magic defense, but I know we have better gloves. There's a blue glove right here. Alright, let's just equip that. And what else? If I equip this, do you think it'll fix it? Hope so. And kind of equip this back. Because for some reason, I couldn't get that staff to show up on the other screen to disassemble. But maybe now that I put it on and off, it might work. Yeah, there it is. It was glitched. I had to like put it on and off just to make it show up here. It was glitched for days. It was glitched from the first day I played. And it would not show up here, but now it finally did. Like, remember, I just clicked common and only like 38 got disassembled. So if this was here earlier, it would have been amongst them. But it was not. I'm not sure why. It's definitely like a small error there. But it's fixed now. All I had to do is kind of like put it on and off, and that fixed it. But yeah, I'm not sure why that happened. I think we can get rid of that +2. It's okay. Probably don't need it. Probably don't need this either. Alright, let's disassemble. Alright, let's see if we can actually get some upgrades without pulling our hair out. This adds about 2,500-ish damage. This adds about, I want to say also 2,200. So let's try and get this one done. Fuck. Like, that is the worst thing ever, that it gets downgraded. Like, if it just stayed the same, I'd be like, whatever, that sucks. But the downgrade is like, why is it worse? Oh man, that just stings, man. That doesn't feel right. That's definitely very frustrating. but who cares? I mean, honestly, we can go back to that pig guy and farm him all day. And I don't know how hard it's going to be to get hearts in the real version when this game launches, but if it's, if you have like tons of hearts like this that you just can't really run out all day, this doesn't really matter then. You can just grind bosses like this, literally, and just farm all the materials you need until you're like ultra godly to beat everything. And I suppose at that point you'll just infinitely farm coins even faster, um, and be able to train them for, a profit. I think the worst part about the downgrade of gear is I've just put in all this work to try and get upgrades, and yeah, we got a little. It's not like we got no upgrades, but then our like +5/4 became +4. I mean, a +5 bow became a +4 from 5. So like that hurt us by like 2,000 and a few hundred DPS or damage. I don't know if it's DPS, but like just effective damage on that bow. So like that set us back. I don't even know if we gained as much as we lost. Like I haven't checked the exact math, but it doesn't feel like we got any stronger for trying to go to a higher boss. And I don't like that feeling of, being like, well, I made progress, I made progress, I made progress, and then like maybe I got a little bit of benefit, from all this grinding, but I don't know, that downgrade just doesn't feel right. I feel like, again, like it should just be, if it fails, um, you just lose the resources you spent, but it doesn't downgrade. It just stays the same. I think that would be a huge improvement just for like the mood of the player. Like, I don't mind that this is making me play longer and forcing me to uh, grind even more just to achieve the same goal, but it should like part of what makes games like this fun is that sense of progress. And if I feel like I'm stagnating over and over, even after I put in like a lot of work, even if it's only like 30 minutes or an hour's worth of work, and I feel like I should at least feel a little stronger after that, it sucks. If you're at the same strength still, it feels like you've wasted that whole hour or two, and I don't think that feels right. um I feel like every hour should feel like an investment. um Even if it's slow and steady, it's better than going backwards, right? Nobody wants to go like 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. Like that just feels like crap. We had a +5 bow, it dropped to +2, and then if you saw, like it was kind of stuck at +2 because that's where they limit it, so that it can't go down to +1. But like that's I think it's really silly. If they want to limit it at like +5 or +6, as I said before, like maybe that will be, just good enough. Um, maybe limit it at +6 so you can drop from +9 all the way to +6. Like that's okay. But even then, that might still feel like crap. Like I'm imagining myself in those aspects, like if I had a +9 and I dropped to a +6, I'd probably be sitting there like, are you kidding me? But at the same time, I don't even know if +10 is possible. So maybe at +9 you can't drop. So really, it's only from +8 down to +6 you could drop. At that point, it would feel a little more reasonable. You can only drop like 2 in a row, and then hopefully you can only go back up. But yeah, no, like it's not cool that you have a +5, it drops to a +2 after you put in, you know, like a lot of investment, like maybe 5 or 10 times the cost, because you're going up and down the whole time, and more down than up. It feels more like gambling and less like an RPG. It feels like a casino instead of a role-playing game. And like in a role-playing game, if this was a real band of, you know, adventurers going out there to get stuff, they're never gonna be, you know, adding, you know, some attachment to their bow at the blacksmith or whatever, and then, oh, the blacksmith just happened to break it in half. Sorry, I broke your bow. Like, that doesn't really happen. Um, at least not practically, in a typical sense. But this isn't the first time I've seen a game do this. Like, this system exists just to keep the coin from inflating. And I get it. Like, I totally get it. But I'd prefer it if they made everybody, you know, always progress, even if it's slow. Like, maybe make the upgrade cost double, but you cannot downgrade it. Like, it's basically the same. It's still gonna cost a lot of coins, but then you won't have that, like, emotional negative of being like, oh man, I just put all this just to hurt myself, instead of actually help myself. You know, like, all this work just went to waste. And instead of making progress, I'm now further behind. Like, that's a very bad feeling. I don't think that's the best experience this game could deliver. I think it could do better. But yeah, like, for the most part, like, this is probably my biggest gripe with the game. But, you know, like, I'm addicted. In fact, like, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do after this beta ends. I'm gonna be pretty bored. Like, I have a bunch of other games. It's not like I have nothing else to play, and I have a lot of work that I should be doing too. But this game's just fun. It's so chill. I'm tired of, like, grinding away my hands in all those games where you have to spam buttons constantly. Like, that's not fun if you do it 24/7 every single day, or like, you know, enough to basically hurt your hands. But in this game, I can't even really hurt my hands. Like, it's so calm how you can just make a bunch of pre-planning and then send it. It feels like the battlegrounds of Hearthstone. Like, you do some strategic planning, you choose the right cards and hero and stuff, and then you just kind of let the game automatically play. And I like that. I think that's a very chill way to play. I think once we reach another 20,000 coins, I'm gonna give it another try. Let's hopefully make progress. But yeah, like, I feel like the coins just vanish and disappear so fast. 20,000 might sound like a lot, but it's like peanuts in this game. It's like literally like 20 upgrades, and those upgrades could be like half failures or more. So really, it's like 20,000 can maybe get you like 5 to 10 successful upgrades, maybe. Like, it's not a lot. But at the same time, like, at the current value of these coins, like, even if it were, you know, Pantheon coin or whatever, they're less than a penny right now each. So 16K is literally peanuts. Like, anybody should be able to afford that. But I also feel like this game will require like millions of coins to really max out. Maybe just hundreds of thousands. But realistically, it should be millions, hundreds of thousands. I'm pretty sure we've already burnt a lot of hundreds of thousands. We've probably reached in the millions by now. But I love how the game lets you earn it too, so you don't have to go buy it all. Like, that's huge. I like that you can buy it. You could technically, if you have enough coins, I think it'll be possible to just upgrade your chick so much that on like day one you will like one-shot everything. I think that'll actually be possible. Which theoretically would then allow that person who invested all that money to earn even faster the new coins and not have to keep spending everything they earn because they've already kind of like prepaid it up front. I think some people will probably do that. Not sure if I do that myself, but I'm definitely leaning towards it because I can see how much power you can actually get here. Like, yeah, you have to level up, but you can get a lot of power just from having more SolChicks coins. Which I'm not sure if they're gonna keep it as SolChicks. They might, or they might make it into the Cathion coin. I'm guessing they will. But they might just leave it as SolChicks coin and then have people earn it here and then trade it for Cathion coin. That's also a possibility, but from what I understand, they're replacing SolChicks entirely, I think. I'm pretty sure, from what I understood so far. So I think it's just going to say, like, Cathion coin here, and we're going to be earning Cathion coins too, so that'll be pretty dope. I've already pre-bought some just to make sure we have a good amount to get us started once the game is out. Get a little bit of a head start. But I can see how this game could rapidly cause you to earn a lot, like grind like this a lot, just to afford to progress. And I think that's really cool. And I like how the game gives you thousands of coins quick. Like, if this wasn't dollars, the shards would be off the chain right now. This amount of shards is at least like 15-20 bucks, and like we've earned that in like no time. And same with the SolChicks coins. This is probably, you know, whatever, same thing, around like 15-20 bucks also, maybe more, maybe like 20-30 bucks. I'd have to pull out a calculator, but like you could argue we've made like 50 bucks or more here theoretically, and just a little bit of energy, just a little bit of grinding here, but we can't do that grind if we don't have good gear and high levels. So you kind of have to earn it to be able to earn faster. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, you either have to invest or earn to get there, but you can technically play to earn it and then invest what you've earned to increase your rate of earning. And I think that's actually a really cool idea. I like how they've set it up like that. I think that will be possible. Where like every dollar you put in will increase the amount of dollars you can earn per hour, if you will. And I think that's a great idea. Sure, a bunch of people probably at the end will have max level guys that can like one shot everything all day and earn a lot, and they'll probably use all their energy every day to just earn as much as they can. But I'm hoping that the tokenomics will allow for there to be deflation or super little inflation. I don't want it to be like the minigame where Shards Coin had like a lot of inflation. I feel like they gotta get that balanced out so that they're burning around as much as people are earning, but just slightly less, so that people can earn more than they're burning, and that way there'll be like a profit margin, so people can actually say, yeah, like I'm playing to earn. But it has to be like higher than I'd say what the minigame dungeon offers right now, because that's like, you could say like $5 an hour. $5 an hour is a pretty slow rate to earn, unless you're in a third world country. That might be amazing, but in first world nations, you probably have at least $15 to $20 an hour at the bare minimum to make play to earn actually like count. I was really surprised to see that it's possible to succeed without a healer. But it does make sense considering like you have these instances, and each instance you start with full health, so you don't really need a healer. You just need to make sure you have enough to survive. Almost at 30k. I think I'll stop at 30k. Go try to get those upgrades again. But like you can see how you can pile up coins quick if you have enough energy for it. I'm guessing those hearts are energy. Not really sure how they will set it up, but I'm guessing like let's say each chicken gets like I don't know, like 30 energy a day. And I'm really hoping that like the more SolChicks you have in your wallet, the more energy they give you. So that way you don't have to separate like 5 chicks per wallet and then have like, like 3 or 4 wallets if you have like 15 or 20 SolChicks or something. Like that's so much headache to have like multiple accounts and stuff. I hope they just allow you to increase your energy for having more chicks. So that way you can just use your favorite 5, but your favorite 5 can capitalize on all your other SolChicks. This would also be a really good reason to encourage people to buy commons, because commons have very little incentive for people to buy. But if you can just buy a common and then it gives you like an extra 30 energy that you can burn on your favorite 5, which are like mythicals and rares or legendaries or whatever, then boom. People will be buying commons like crazy just to increase their daily energy. And I think that'll lift the SolChicks NFT floor price tremendously. So instead of sitting around like maybe like 4 Solana right now, it'll go up above its like highest peak. I think the highest a common ever reached, or like the highest floor we ever saw was at least like 15 to 20 Solana, and I think at the time Solana was at least like 200 to 300 bucks. So it's a giant difference from where we're at now. But the whole economy did kind of implode, and we've been in a recession for months now. So everything has come down, like not just Bitcoin or stocks, but like literally the whole market, even real estate. So, when you compare it with the current prices, this is actually totally reasonable. Keep going though. We're over 30,000. Like, I don't mind this grind. This grind is so chill. It's so easy. It's just like, oh, hit the heart. And if you could like toggle the speed and auto combat, like you would just literally just hit retry and you're done each run. I think that would be really nice. But even hitting these 2 extra buttons, like it's not a big deal. It's not a lot of trouble, but I'd prefer if it were a toggle. So if I want it on all day, I don't have to literally turn it on like 1,000 times a day, just because it cannot be toggled. Like that gets annoying after a while. Let's go see if we can get those upgrades done. I'm tempted to stop feeding the SolChicks. That might sound cruel, but I think the amount of money we would save on SolChicks food can be a huge investment to increase our chance of continuing to upgrade our gear, and upgrading our gear is permanent, while the food is not. Like, that's a big jump there. If we can get, like, this bow up to, like, +5 at least, or +6, that would be amazing. Like, what the heck is this? Are you serious? We're already broke? Let's go get more material. Oh man, I can't believe you can downgrade. That is so stupid. They have to change that. Like, we gotta like make a movement. Like, stop the gear downgrades. This This is the most frustrating part of this game. I wish they would just um you know, before the actual game comes out, that they actually sort that out. Because I know if I'm spending real money and a lot of time to earn all this stuff, and then after all this, I go to upgrade it and it downgrades, I will be livid. Like, I feel annoyed right now, and it's not even costing me any money. So imagine when you're paying real dollars to do the upgrade, and then you sit there like a noob, like, oh, I just got weaker after spending real money. It feels so stupid. Some of these gloves and rings might be a small upgrade, so I'm actually gonna keep them until I can actually compare them properly. Alright, let's see if we can get that bow upgrade done, but first, let's go see if that was an upgrade. Alright, so this is 12 dodge. This is 10. This is 22, 21, 21. What is this? 9 dodge? Okay, so that's an upgrade. There's one more point. Sweet. Yeah, that was, I mean, it's not a huge upgrade, but it's an upgrade. Okay, so on these rings, do we have any blue rings, first of all? No. So, I guess the rings can go. Man, we had this bow at +4 and now it's +2 again. Like, this is exactly what I'm talking about. It's ridiculous. It's so hard to get the upgrades done. And the other bow used to be a +5. It dropped all the way to +2, and now we just got it back to +5. Like, that's heartbreaking, bruh. That's really heartbreaking. I think we got a purple chest that I need to replace some blue chest with. Let's go put that on before I forget. This purple chest needs to go on someone. Let's get rid of these. Get rid of these. I don't think I'm gonna need the gloves, but let's double check them. Alright, let's try this bow one more time. Please work. Alright, can we get +4? Well, a +3 is better than nothing. It's like, this is so hectic. I can't believe how hard it is to upgrade. What am I looking for? Hmm. Do we do we just put the purple on a dude and then try and plus the purple? I think that's the next step. So this is 788. This is 508, so we're replacing this piece of garbage. And maybe we should be putting it on this guy. So let's take this +3 here. I'm gonna unequip. I'm gonna equip it on this guy. Like, this is my favorite part of the game, like the strategy part, the pre-planning, the organizing, the min-maxing. You know, like this is a really good part of the game here. But when you're upgrading and it downgrades, like, ugh, that is definitely the worst part. Okay, so now we need to put the purple here. And now, I think while we're here, we should do a few levels. But we should go plus the gear first before the levels. Wait. Am I tripping? I think this is a +6 that just failed and did not downgrade. So my theory is right. Between 2 to 6, like if you're 5 or below, you could downgrade. But if you hit 6, you can't downgrade any more than 6. I think that's actually true. Look. Fail, but it's still +6. Yo! So my theory was right. They do have a system like this. It's just it's really painful going from +5 to +6. That's what's going on here. The +5 to +6 is so impossible that getting to that threshold where you can no longer downgrade. Like, this is nuts. We got the +5 on this boat at least 2 or 3 times, and I just never got to +6, and it feels like it'll never happen. Okay, I'm really happy though that once you reach 6, it does not drop anymore. That to me is enormous. I am so happy that they did that, because I was wondering, I'm like, why would they do it at 2 but not at like 5? And I guess it was just because it's at 6, which I was hoping they would do too. But I was hoping like they would do it at like 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So basically until 7 you can't drop to 6. Because when you're at 5 and you drop to 2, it just feels like crap. Okay, now I'm really excited because we are stronger. We're strong enough that maybe we can take on this boss here and farm him without even being well fed. Let's see. Let's find out. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty happy that the +6 actually holds and it cannot drop below. That to me is huge. I wish it was at +5. You know, it's so heartbreaking when it drops from +5 to +2. You know, I'm sure it would feel bad even from +4 to +2, but the +5 to +2 is just ugh, like triple fail in a row. Come on. I'm really, really, really happy that at +6 it stops failing now. Look, we couldn't even get this guy down. I mean, the guys are not well fed, so I'm not surprised. But still, we almost had him. He was only 5k away. I feel like if we had like both bows +5, that might have just been enough. Anyway, let's go farm that pig some more. I'm not gonna lie, we farmed the shit out of this pig. We farmed the crap out of this guy. But he's from my research, he's the best so far for maximizing earnings. And you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. That's how games are. You have a set of rules and you work around them. I love when we get paid in food. That is so luxurious. It is so much more useful than, you know, random greens and blues.